Stop the cap.
You ever feel like you're not getting the value of what you pay for? Or it's like drastically different in one location versus another location? And this is not going to be, a positive video for black barbers. But I've been noticing this for a while now. Right? When I was in another state, there's a lot of Hispanic people. I would go to this Hispanic barbershop. It's mainly Puerto Ricans. And the haircut was $14. It's $14, and they cut that shit so goddamn good. I just give them a 20. You know what I mean? Dude was so happy, right? But I mean, not only did he take his time, I mean, really line me up, right? But like when he got to the line up part, right? He busts out his replace the razor right in front of you, throw a little plastic paper on the ground, or the whatever, the wrapping paper or the razor, put that sucker in there, and then he would just be when they on both sides of you and they ducking and dodging, trying to make sure that the line is straight, right? And then hit you with the whatever it is, the alcohol that's kind of like a cologne, and rub your neck down, and it was just a fresh cut. So I would just be like, oh, just take all my money, right? Fresh cut. And recently, I started going to this in a different state, started going to, a different barber. And it's a black barber. And this motherfucker is charging like $30 for the most basic haircut. Right? Basic haircut. And I stopped going to him after a while because, one time, I gave him a $50 bill, and this dude just basically gave me back whatever he wanted. And all I got was a shape up. It wasn't even a full haircut, but he tried to slickly charge me for a full haircut. Nigga shit. Right? And I was just too through with him at that point. Because not only, first off, you don't even got the right type of clippers, right? Like how like the barbershop got like the real clippers, and then everywhere you go to buy clippers from like Walmart and Target and everywhere else, and CVS and Walgreens, they always got these bullshit ass goddamn Conair clippers. Why the hell can't I just easily get the barbershop clippers? The one where like the whole bottom part comes off, like that has like the different sizes and shit, 1 through 6 or whatever the hell it is, 1 through 5, whatever it is, right? Like the whole clipper part detaches, right? And then they put another clipper part on, right? Like don't try to cut my hair with some clippers that you got from Walmart with the little plastic distant sizers on them. Like, nigga, I could do that myself, right? And you over here trying to charge, $30, and you know what I'm saying? Like when you get a real fresh cut, right? And you run your fingers up the back and the sides of your head, right? Like it's like prickly, right? That's how it should be. It should be prickly as a porcupine when I leave that barbershop, right? But nah. It feels like the type of haircut that you would get if you like your cousin or your brother cut your hair, you know what I mean? Or your grandfather cut your hair, that type of shit. Like that whole, how black people are, I want McDonald's. You got McDonald's money? I got McDonald's right here, right? And the same thing is like, oh, I want a haircut. Oh, I could cut your hair, right? Your broke uncle or something. I could cut your hair. You don't need to pay all that money. I cut your hair real good, right? And you let him cut your hair, and it ain't never as fresh or crispy. You know what I mean? Got some damn worn out, rusted clippers that they're cutting their hair with, where like the shit snags on your hair as it's cutting you, like the blades ain't sharp. I'm just sitting here and I'm like reminiscing over my Puerto Rican barbershop. If y'all want to jump up and y'all want to say, that self-hatred, so be it. I don't care. If y'all got an issue with that, oh, you're always putting down black people. Nah. There's certain internal shit that we need to be called out on. And this is one of them. I'm just sitting there like, God damn, man. Really? $30? I'm sure some of y'all got some ridiculous numbers at these barbers. I understand we're post-pandemic and all that, but god damn, nigga, really? You know what I mean? $30 and I'm not feeling like you did something that I couldn't have tried to do in the mirror myself. That's crazy. That's crazy. But I don't know. That's just how I'm feeling right now. Cause I'm just like, man, y'all out here, just robbing people and not even, again, if I'm paying $30 for a haircut plus tip, right? Which means I'm hovering at almost $40, right? If that's what I'm paying, I expect my shit to look like I'm going to the goddamn freaking award show or some shit like that. Like the paparazzi is standing outside, when I walk out the door, right? I hop out the limo, the paparazzi like, that's what I expect. I expect my shit to look immaculate. Not some shit that you look like you got a haircut, in the Marines or some shit, where they just buzz you over the top, some damn a Full Metal Jacket type of haircut. The fuck is this? It's fucked up, but I don't know. Y'all can write in the comment section, share your stories. This ain't gonna be a long video. I just wanted to, vent my frustration at some of these damn these damn black barbershops. And then you get some of these barbershops where the barber just kind of, ages out of being a barber. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a prime age to be a barber. I feel like if you're anywhere from 27 to 35 years old, you can be a barber, right? Because you got experience. I mean, probably younger than that. You know what I mean? You know what you're doing. You know what the styles the young boys want and all that other stuff. You can do that. But then, this becomes a point where you just like Otis the security guard, and you don't even know what type of haircut cats want anymore. Every haircut is the same to you. You're not even keeping up on trends, styles, more efficient ways of doing things. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure y'all come across these video clips of people, how to do a fade. I mean, I've seen so many damn how to do a fade videos on TikTok. I'm like, maybe I should become a barber. You know what I'm saying? You see so many of them damn things. And it's you get these barbers that they do it their way. You know what I mean? And it just seems like they're just not in touch. You know what I mean? They're distracted. They're over there talking, watching the TV, making jokes. Nigga, cut my hair, nigga. Damn. You know what I mean? You just over there, you joking. You're not even paying attention. You know what I mean? Then I get home, look in the mirror, yo, my shit is actually further back on this side than this side. Just damn. I remember one time when I was young, I went to a barbershop and I waited an hour. They took me for just a sucker ass nigga, but I waited for an hour. I was just sitting there in this chair, you know what I mean? And they were dude was cutting hair. Oh yeah, you next. All these, dudes with the hookup were coming through, basically, cutting in line, all this other shit. And then when I was ready to get my hair cut, dude went in the back, said something popped up. Man, I got up, went to the bathroom. Guess what they were doing in the back? Dice game. I shit you not. Dice game. I mean, it had to be the most niggerest of nigger shit. I was fucked up, and I still went to black barbershop. I didn't go there anymore. I stopped going there, and essentially most of those guys, they ended up selling the place, but they've aged out. Now they only do haircuts for old men. The young boys don't come to them anymore to get haircuts. I ran into one of them a couple years ago. I ran into him, and I mean, it's just funny, watching them. They were the cool guys. What I mean, back in the day when Boys to Men was like the hotness, right? Like, this is how far back I'm going. You know what I mean? Back again, swing, right? All that freaking, what was it? Was that like New Jack City? Was that like, not New Jack City? New Jack Swing was Boys to Men. Did they come out starting out New Jack Swing? But anyway, like, I'm saying, I'm going all the way back then. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm just saying, like, this whole the way that barbers are moving these days, like black barbers, like, I can't fuck with y'all. I can't fuck with y'all prices. I can't fuck with y'all lack of attention to detail. And again, this is black men to black men. I'm just saying, y'all got some area of improvement. You know what I mean? Because the primary thing that I got to compare to is that little Spanish barbershop, and you go in there, and don't get me wrong, like, there's some of them places, there was some Spanish shops I went to, and they recognized I was from out of state, and they tried to hit me with some fuckboy fees. You know what I mean? And I was like, how much for a cut? You know what I mean? They was like, oh yeah, 25 for a shape up. As soon as I heard that, I was like, for a shape up, not even for a full cut. I was like, I don't even want to hear the prices for your full cut. But they try to hit me with some fuckboy fees in there. You know what I mean? They would look like, they was like all boys in there when I walked in that shit, right? But then the other spot, I mean, they wanted business. They were about moving volume. They were cutting little kids' hair. They were cutting, you had the little mamacitas in there with their little, son, their little Jose getting the cut, grandpa getting the cut. You know what I mean? A black person here and there getting the cut. Like, they had probably, like, I want to say 10, 11 chairs up in that bitch, like 5 or 6 on each side. Like, that's how deep this place went. And I mean, it was like every chair was full, and they were just running people through there like it was the damn mill. And the dude that I had cut my shit, and I paid him well. Every time he saw me, he was ready, like he was like, oh, he was dusting off the seat, like, oh, I got you next. If anybody was asleep at the wheel that was already in there, you know what I mean, he was scooping me up and he was getting me out of there, and it was much appreciated. But I'm just saying, the dudes, the Puerto Rican guys, attention to detail, loved it. I was like, damn, I ain't had a crispy ass cut like this since forever. You know what I mean? And then I go back to dealing with, my people and whatnot, and they act like, they doing you a favor cutting your hair, and you sitting there like, yo, this ain't even like they, maybe they don't even know the comparison, but I'm like, this ain't even remotely close. I'm trying to patronize your business. I'm trying to, buy black and all that other stuff, right? But I can't even. You're not even giving me, what I can get somewhere else, And this is a problem. This is a problem. I mean, and this spills into other areas. We talk about, the issues that we have, with each other, gender wars speaking and everything else like that, and what people feel they can get elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand the whole, shortchanging your own people type of shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't understand the whole acting like, you want black people to patronize your business, but they're acting like you're doing them a favor for somehow being in business. It's like, dude, I can take my money and go elsewhere. It just seems like there's a lot of black business owners, especially, again, I'm talking mainly about, the barbershop, space, but it just seems like a lot of them really don't fully comprehend that, like, I don't have to patronize your business. You know what I mean? And if you want to make your prices so crazy, and I don't understand what cats don't understand about that. To keep your prices competitive. Not what you feel, I got bills to pay, so I got to make the prices, just whatever off the top of my dome. That's not how it works. Hell, like, I don't know. I've rarely seen a lot of black people do the Henry Ford model, right? Like, automobiles were expensive until Henry Ford, right, came up with the Model T and it had it on the assembly line, right? And you can get it in any color as long as it's black. right? And he was pumping them things out, just pumping them out like hotcakes, right? But when it comes to like black barbershops, I'm like, volume, nigga. Like, you want people in here, like, cause when you're charging $30 a haircut, you know what motherfuckers start saying? Oh man, I'm gonna let my hair grow out. Oh man, what you think about some dreads? Oh man, I was thinking about getting some cornrows, oh man, I was thinking about, growing the hair out and having like the nappy afro and like twisting it at the top like Godfrey or some shit like that, right? Or like Maxwell. You know what I mean? Haircuts get too expensive and cats start talking about growing their damn hair out. I'm like, you want people to come in there and be lined up and fresh and crispy like Nas has pretty much like always been with the part on the side. You better bring them goddamn prices down. You know what I'm saying? Then cats is like, man, I gotta get a haircut every week. I gotta get a haircut every, smart thing is do is go in there on a Thursday, but it's they want to stay fresh. Yeah, you can do that with a a $12, $15 haircut. You know what I mean? But when y'all start coming out talking about $30, $35 a cut, you know what I mean? Like shit, I would be like, man, now's the time to be growing your hair out and trying to figure out what the fuck you want to do with it. I'm like, y'all don't understand how to run people through the mill. You know what I'm saying? Volume. Get them out, in and out. You know what I'm saying? Give them a fresh cut. You know what I mean? It's not that expensive. You spend more money on Netflix or some other shit. Get them in and out. But nah. Y'all don't know how to do that. Y'all wanna, I got bills to pay. So you got low volume and you got high ass prices. Motherfucker, you have low volume because your prices are high. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. That's my video. SWP out. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe. Let me know if you guys have similar experiences, whatever it may be. Hopefully there's some barbers that can, give us some insight. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like there'll be more balance. They'll be like, yeah, you're right. There are some of us that are like that, and I've seen it in the industry. I've seen it in the business, and you're laying this shit out. But anyway, that's all I gotta say. That's my video. SWP out. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe.